Good evening and welcome to the 15th Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival International Film Awards. And this is the first time it's ever been done online. And I'm going to be your host for this evening. My name is Gail Porter and thank you very much for having me. I first opened for the SMHAFs in 2007, so quite a long time ago. Yes. Well done. The work that I've seen so far has been phenomenal, and I hope you enjoy the entire ceremony. I've done a film on mental health myself just recently, and it was not easy. It was very hard work. So hats off to all of you, and I'm looking forward to this evening. Although we can't come together in person, we've got a really special ceremony lined up for you, celebrating our incredible award-winning filmmakers and their work, including a special performance by Withered Hand. And please, after the show, join us for a live Zoom reception where you have a chance to talk to some of the filmmakers about the importance of mental health in filmmaking and possibly some more from Withered Hand. But first, let's hear from SMHAF's film coordinator, Emily Bonita, on this year's themes.
Hello, I'm Emily and I've had the privilege of coordinating the film programme this year. I'm a bit of a fan of cinema, as you can probably tell by my furniture, and I'm so excited for you all to see what a high standard of work that we've had this year. It's truly amazing, particularly considering the year that we have had. So, after lockdown has turned the world upside down, the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival is asking the question, what is normality? What is normal life and normal behaviour? How do we go back to normal? Was normal that good in the first place, or was it damaging to our mental health? Are we at risk of excluding people that have finally had access to things for the first time? What better way to ask these questions, express our present experience, and imagine our futures than through art?
Thank you very much, Emily, and absolutely. This evening, we'll award filmmakers who have brought us into their worlds and enriched our perspectives. We'll also be revealing the winner of our Grand Jury Prize. It's all very, very exciting. Remember, you can watch all of these films and participate in SMHAF's events across the country. Just go to the website, which is on your screen right now. Now let's take a look at this year's festival trailer. Fantastic, and remember that you can explore the programme and get involved on SMHAF's website. Film tickets are on a sliding price scale to make sure the films are accessible to everyone. And you can also get a pass to watch the whole programme. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the awards. And first up, it's animation. Juror Chris Maguire of the Mental Health Foundation said, "This is an incredibly moving film that highlights the importance of friendship in older males and the impact the death of a friend can have. It gives voice to the often unrecognised or unvocalised love between two older male friends and emphasises the value and benefit of such friendships. It also explores how grief can impact other relationships in your life, as the son, the filmmaker, struggles to connect with his dad after his dad's best friend dies." And the winner is Grab Me by the Hand, A Letter to My Dad.
My dad had a crazy nightmare that I died. It wasn't true, of course. But when he woke up in a sweat, he realized his phone hadn't rang. So he calls my uncle to make sure he's out the gate. But he doesn't answer. Not long after, my aunt calls.
Jay, Dwayne won't wake up.
Hey, Camrush Johnson here, the director, writer, and narrator of the animated short Grab My Hand, A Letter to My Dad. And I want to say thank you so very much to the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival for this award. It means so much to me, because when I made this film, I never planned for anyone to see it but my dad. You know, I made it for him to help him heal the loss of his best friend and help him grieve. And the fact that it has made it across the world to this festival and has been received in this way, it's mind-blowing. So thank you so much for this. Thank you for the love. I really appreciate you all. To the jury and to the audience at this festival, thank you, thank you, thank you, and gay check.
Fantastic! Congratulations to Cameras and Pedro for their heartwarming film. Next up is the Anti-Stigma Award, sponsored by See Me. Juror Karen Lally of See Me had this to say about the winning film. This documentary reminds us all of the importance of listening and believing, of talking, of the toxicity of stigma, the complexity of mental illness, and the tragedy of suicide. In it, a mother and sister provide an intimate portrayal of the main character, whose inner story powerfully, honestly, beautifully, and sometimes brutally unfolds on the pages of her copious note and sketchbooks. The winner is Imogen.
Give me what you feel. If it's anger, warm it up and turn it into fiery words that are spoken in flesh. If it's sadness, let it ride you and share with me the knots at the root of your soul. If it's anything, speak it to me with hips and fingers. Drip drop upon drip upon me. Make me glisten. Make me glitter in your light.
She writes, hugging Hingislet Head like some beautiful pillow. I get transfixed on how lovely they are. And then it says everything else fucking sucks in the picture, and then it has like a star heart there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's draining. Like, this is what's going on in your head all the time, like, eh.
And how old was she?
14.
14.
It's shocking to see how much she actually struggled in her own head and how much just went through her brain, even as a 14-year-old kid. I'm reading the diaries now and I'm not really understanding half of what she's written. It's so complex and so just, like, exhausting.
Our commitment in our filmmaking process was to work really closely with the family, and it was really a form of creative catharsis for everyone involved, and we hope most importantly empowering to the family. We also wanted to bring the subject matter of suicide and mental health far closer to the hearts and minds of our audience, and in doing so we hope to create a shared empathy and understanding for anyone who is suffering with or going through these things, and also for Imogen herself. And we hope that you can enjoy getting to know her and celebrating her and learning from her as we have. Thank you.
Of all the awards that Imogen Film could receive, the Anti-Stigma Award is the one that would have been most important to Imogen. It was when I discovered her note to me, asking me to take her music to the world, that I realised she was asking me to tell her story without shame. Her lyrics dealt directly with the course of addiction and her struggle with her mental health. And there was no getting around telling the story without facing shame and stigma head on. I realised it was my absolute duty to her to tell the story with compassion and with total acceptance and unconditional love. And I'm really, really proud to say that with the beautiful journey we took with the producers and the directors and everybody involved with the film, we managed to do so. And I'm really, really proud that you have understood it. And Imogen would be gratefully receiving this award and deeply thankful.
An incredibly moving film. Congratulations to the filmmakers and Imogen's family on this important award. Next up is the Community Award. And Juror and festival director Gail Porter had this to say. This is a powerful and emotive short film by a talented young filmmaker, told through a moving piece of poetry written by the director Bonnie McRae, and featuring a striking performance from Dundonian actor Stephen McMillan. We hear about the mental health crisis facing young men in Dundee, the city with Scotland's highest suicide rate. The winner is Mind Yourself.
Now I cry like mad, but the door's left open. An insight into the fact that I'm really not coping. Pause to the facade that here in Dundee took my pal, his son, his brother, his dad, and almost me. Now I cry like mad, but the door's left open. I start to realising what might be broken. Enough's enough. My boy's on a coping. Then I leave it too late. Then I go unspoken.
Hi, I'm Bonnie. I am the writer and director of Mind Yourself. I would just like to say thank you to the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival for not only selecting our film as part of the programme, but to also be given the Community Award is amazing. And I know we're all so thrilled. We made this film on zero budget in one afternoon, not really thinking anything of it, so for it to now be seen by such wide-reaching audiences is amazing. I made the film after finding out my hometown Dundee was named as Scotland's suicide capital, and Mind Yourself, I guess, is my cinematic response to that. My aim was to represent young people in Dundee, to start a conversation and to normalise emotion. So I hope in watching the film people have been able to take something from it. Everyone in the film is from Dundee, loads of local businesses got involved. My dad's in the film as well. And yeah, it's just like such a community thing, so for it to be awarded the Community Awards is amazing. And yeah, I'm just so gutted that the festival's online this year, as I would have loved to be there in person and watch all the films on the big screen. But hopefully next year. So yeah, thank you so much again.
Congratulations to Bonnie. What an incredibly talented young filmmaker with an important message. I cannot wait to see what she does next. Now we have the Experimental Awards. Juror, artist and filmmaker Yasmin Al-Hadithi has this to say about the winner. This is more than just a film. It is an act of courage and radical honesty. It pushes the boundaries in its cinematic discourse on violence, identity, gender and sexuality, whilst maintaining an unflinching intimacy as the filmmaker shares a long-held secret with her mother and searches for ways of coping and moving forward. The winner is Letter to My Mother.
ولی وقتی که خودت درست میشوی من بچه هستم، من نمیتونم مال خودم باشم.
This is my female body. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for your beautiful award for the best experimental film that goes to the film Letter to My Mother. I'm very honored for this beautiful award, and I'm very happy to be part of you. I hope that you enjoy your lovely edition, and that you enjoy watching the film Letter to My Mother, and the film changes something in you. Something for freedom, something for breaking silences, something for not hiding stuff anymore, something that brings us closer together. And yes, it's a pity that it's Corona, but it's lovely that at least we have this format that we can anyhow communicate together and still feel that we are alive. And yes, I believe that the political power and the governments also should know that art and culture is very important and it should be in priority. Otherwise, the psychological consequences of this situation and or capitalist world and everything around it will gonna kill us, if not Corona. And yes, I hope that you drink so much wine and sekt and whatever you like. And yes, you enjoy it and laugh and smile. And yep. Have a lovely time at the Scottish Mental Health Art Festival. Love to you all.
A brave and brilliant film, well deserving of the Experimental Award. Congratulations, Amina. Next up, we have the Human Rights Award, and the winning film sparked this comment from Juror Tobias Dietrich of the University of Bremen. Watching this film is observing two fascinating free spirits interacting on contemporary social issues and their deeper meaning. I feel grateful for having learned about this remarkable and steadfast woman and fighter. Someone never too good nor too busy for standing up for others while dealing with her own mental health. And the winner is Judy versus Capitalism.
One day, I guess it was in the heat of the struggle, this guy came up to me. He was a pretty big guy too, and he started, yelling at me about killing babies, right? And then he put his hands on my throat and he started to push me. And I think he wanted to push me into the train. But the thing was that I had some concerns about, especially crossing the picket line and, and violence, taking a Tai Chi course. And one of the great things about Tai Chi is that they teach you to take a stance so that nobody can push you. You take the stance, and the Tai Chi instructor was a big guy, would try and push you with all his might, and you get to the point where he can't move you. So I took my stance, and the guy couldn't do it, and I managed to get away from him when the train came and went into the train. But I never, the funny thing is that I never told anybody that happened at the time.
Sadly, director Mike Hulboom is not able to join us this evening, but we warmly congratulate him and we encourage you to see his excellent film at the festival. Right, we're going to take a 2-minute short break so you can go to the loo or get a drink or do whatever you want to do. But make sure you do come back because we're going to have a very special performance from Withered Hand and also our awards for short drama, documentary, personal narrative and the all-important jury prize. See you on the other side.
name's Dan. For the last decade or so, I've been writing and performing songs under the name Withered Hand. And thank you for asking me to play a few songs. So congratulations to anyone involved with the event, and particularly the winning filmmakers. Thanks a lot for having me. And the topic of mental health is one that's very close to my heart and my life. I'd say it's directly impacting my life on a daily basis, and my friends and family also. And just welcome to the Scottish Mental Health Foundation Film Awards. I'd like to play a song that I wrote quite a few years ago, called No Cigarettes. Think me and you could maybe use a last weekend. I've been losing all my friends. I wave another empty bottle in your face, like I'm hitting it hard. But that's just pretend, like you know I'm not. I wouldn't know where to start. I've been here before. I went and got lost. Always the back end of our pantomime horse. All we seem to do these days is wave our arms and yell, and other people are hell. What's that song you're singing? Everybody hurts when everybody lies. Don't wanna remember too many regrets. No cigarettes, 'cause I'm not a smoker, though I said I was. In an elevator stuck between the floors, it was bringing me down. Don't let them forsake you. Rack them up and knock them down again. In changing direction, I won't know where I was. Always the back end of our pantomime horse, and it's getting to me. Oh, delay. Oh, maestro, a drum roll, please. This is the golden age. Staring down the corners of a room, another nowhere town. And every song I sing is in a minor key. I have to write them down, or I don't remember, and I'll get it wrong. This isn't a song, I'm thinking I'm not a singer like I thought I was. In the solitude before the applause, and it's getting to me. Oh, delay. Maestro, a drum roll, please. This is the golden age. This is a new song I wrote with Catherine Williams just before lockdown. It's called Wish. Off the train and running for cover. Outside the Waverly, the rainbows in the gutter with you inside the rain. The taxi stands, the big queues of people. It rained so hard it cut the lines between us and all we had to say. Well, I remember you at your best and in your grace, when you could see life through all the ways that you'd say. I try not to wish it all away. I try not to wish it all away. It's been a year, I still hear you in the echoes. Under the bridge, not ready yet to let go of what you said to me. You said the jewels were still hidden in the castle. Well, I remember to surrender in the battle. Will I forget your face? Well, I remember you at your best and in your grace, when you could see life through all the ways that you'd say. I try not to wish it all away. 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 Will I remember you? Will I remember you? Will I remember you? Will I remember you? Thanks very much.
Absolutely wonderful. And if you'd like to hear more from Withered Hand, please join us for the International Film Awards reception live on Zoom after the ceremony. Now, I think it's time for more awards. Next up, we have the Short Drama Prize, and SMHAF's film coordinator, Emily Bonita, said this. This film brings a sorely needed perspective on an unfortunately common yet barely spoken about issue. Instead of shying away from the struggles to conceive and the trauma of baby loss, the director faces them head-on with poignant precision. The lead role played with heart-wrenching accuracy by Kirsty Stewart. The winner is A Glimpse.
Can you get this up to the attic?
I might have to work tonight.
Not start that again.
Kate, I just want you to be happy, that's all. All right, I maybe don't always get it right, but...
Just leave it. Do you think if you're really tired, you can see things?
I think when you're as tired as we are, then anything can happen. You've gone somewhere, Kate. I can't reach you.
Trust me, I'll come back.
Thank you so much to the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival for this award. It means a terrific amount to me, and I know it will to the rest of the cast and crew who worked on this short film together. It was first short for me and an incredible experience. So I've got a list of thank yous. Please forgive me for using a piece of paper because I've already done about 13 million takes and I can't do another one trying to remember. So first of all, John McCann, producer at Compact Films, working with Misha McCulloch, the two of them just kept such a stable hand on the tiller. We made this just before lockdown and then had to edit it partly as lockdown was happening. We did a little bit before, and their kind of inability to panic was brilliant. Cast Kirsty Stewart and Jordan Young, and we had two tiny young actors, Ella and Leo Thorne, who were lent to us very kindly by their mum Philly for the week, so thank you to them. Terrific crew who were working with a first-time director, someone coming from theatre, kept making mistakes and somehow didn't mind and were endlessly patient, so all of you are brilliant people. Sharon Fullerton at Teus post-production, thank you so much. You were amazing, giving us the support and facilities and just also being there as a kind of mentor and calm person. David Nielsen at White Stag Films, equally huge gratitude to you for lending us your studio and letting us build this huge, massive, crazy attic that in one day that then had to come back down. Scottish Film Talent Network, this was a great opportunity, so I'm very grateful, and likewise Brodie Pringle at Creative Scotland Screen Commission. Really, all of you, we all pulled together and made this thing, and I'm so incredibly proud of it, so thank you.
A massive congratulations to Zinni and her team for this well-deserved award in a competitive category. Now on to documentary, where we have 3 prizes in short, mid-length and feature-length categories. First up is the coveted award for short documentary, and Lily Smith, who contributed to the film programme on a work placement, described it as a truly touching film that expertly navigates the intersections of autism and mental illness and the struggles of adapting to a new and unfamiliar normal amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. The winner is Harmonic Spectrum.
Music's like a pattern, and time is this way, time is the length, and the patterning of where all the notes are, the rhythm and whatnot, is the pattern of the fabric. The goal right now is to see how far we can push it without it looking like an absolute mess. To me, there's not much difference between sitting playing on my own and playing in front of people. You can have a crowd of like 100,000 to 4. There's not any difference. There's a big wall between the stage and the people outside of it. I want to be out of the bubble. The bubble is a pain. The bubble is the curse. I can't pretend that I'm like normal. You got like a diagnosis that like, you have a neurological difference. For some it's exceptionally debilitating. Others can use it to work with their advantage and live quite a fulfilled existence. But you've got to put the effort in to do that. You've got to know.
Scottish Mental Health and Arts Film Festival. We just want to say a massive thank you. This is Anthony Ravello on the drums, Sean Logan playing the Modi X synthesizer, Austin McCann, the co-director, and I'm Will Hewitt, the other co-director of the documentary Harmonic Spectrum.
We are super thrilled to have been selected for the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival, so it's an even greater honour to have won the short documentary prize. Thank you.
And thanks for watching.
You can keep up to date with everything we're doing on harmonicspectrumfilm.com, so please get in touch. Hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Okay, I'm not doing another take. That was perfect.
That may be the best acceptance speech I've ever seen. Isn't it nice to be treated to live music? We are spoiling you. Huge congratulations to the guys. Now we move on to the award for mid-length documentary. Juror and filmmaker Hannah Curry had this to say about the winning film. Where to start with this beautiful, heartbreaking, important film? A stunningly simple documentary set in one room, a therapy room, where parents of young adults suffering from severe mental illness meet to talk. Over 10 meetings, they support each other through some deeply dark times, and somehow, together, they find the light. The winner is Lovebound.
Det hele er jo det der med, at man skal komme overens med ens illusioner om, hvordan det er at blive forældre, og ens børn skal vokse op, og de skal have det godt. Man vil gerne have, at de får et godt liv, og så lige pludselig bliver alt bare revet væk. Så ligger de på hospitalet, og vi har en datter, der faktisk har forsøgt selvmord flere gange. Det er noget fuldstændig absurd, at man skal nærmest vende sig til op i hovedet og tænke på.
Dear friends in Scotland, thank you very much for the award. I say dear friends because the film Lovebound touches on a phenomenon that is international. To receive an award from your Mental Health Arts Festival makes a special impression on me. My angle to making this film is based on personal experiences. I am a next of kin and I'm an artist. That the film resonates with you is a joy and comfort to me. It cannot be a finer award. I would like to thank the participants in the film, the next of kin group and their children who are brave enough to stand up and break taboos. And thanks to the film crew who found the work so important also because they themselves have relationships with mentally ill people. Thanks to Bullet Film and to the Danish Film Institute and TV2 Denmark for believing us. And thank you to my family and friends and to my inspiring and lovable kids. I can tell you that the participants in the film and I have had a meeting with the Danish Parliament. We have presented suggestions for improvements in the conditions of the next of kin. Because if you support the next of kin, then you support the mentally ill. And love is an important medicine. Thank you for your gracious festival.
Such a moving and powerful film. Well done to the director, crew, and the brave parents in that film. Here's hoping it makes a real difference in Denmark and beyond. Now we move on to the Feature Documentary Award, and SMHAF's film programmer Rob Dickey had this to say about the winner. A subtly powerful representation of what normality can mean to people who have been excluded from and forgotten by society. It was a privilege to watch each of the documentary's participants making the most of the opportunity to start again, after living for decades in a mental health institution and rediscovering everything that fills their lives with joy, passion, dignity, and meaning. The winner is Neighbours.
Schizophrenia.
Šizofrenija.
Ljudi koji su dolazili u institucije ovakvoga tipa gotovo nikada nisu izlazili van da kažu da, mi smo sada izliječeni ljudi, molimo sad vratite nas u zajednicu. Oni su jednostavno došli ovdje u zadnju postaju svog života koja je znala trajati i više od 50 godina. Da sam ja bio upravitelj zatvora. Što drugo?
Tu ti je kuća sad. Da više samo nemoj. Ođo, mama tvoja tu. Ođo.
Dobar dan.
Dobar dan. Vladislav ovdje. Kog sam dobio?
Slavko.
O, Slavko. Pozdrav. Kako je?
Nemojte više pristati na tramvaj. Ljudi za kojima se čini da vam nisu dobri, nisu vam dobri. Niste dužni trpiti, niste niža bića.
Ja sam gledala film gdje piše da psihičke bolesti se daju izliječiti. Ali ne možete to njima dokazati, psihijatrima.
Bi ti volio dijete imat sa mnom?
Volio.
Hello everybody. My name is Tomislav Žaja and I am director of Neighbors. First of all, thanks so much for this award, which makes me feel honored and happy. But at the same time, I'm very sorry for not being able to attend your festival due to pandemic of COVID-19 and to have a live discussion with the audience about important questions raised in my film. Given that, please let me share a few words with your audience remotely. In many countries, efforts have been and continue to be invested in changing the status quo and to ensuring that long-stay residential institutions are replaced with community-based alternatives. But the issues of institutionalization and the unjustified deprivation of liberty remain topics that are not recognized by the general public as human rights issues. Despite positive developments, such as the adoption of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, that is legally binding on states parties, progressive national policies, and the existence of some quality community-based services in a number of countries, millions of people with intellectual and psychosocial disabilities and their families still face a lifetime of marginalization and social exclusion. Many continue to be excluded from education, employment, healthcare, and decent housing, and cannot exercise their basic rights to work, marry, or vote, resulting in lifelong dependency, poverty, and a poor quality of life. They have bleak prospects for the future unless action is taken to promote the development of community-based alternatives and put an end to unjustifiable and abusive institutionalization. So my main motivation to make this film was to help initiating public debate about modern mental health treatment and the right of people with psychosocial disabilities to live in the community, but also to educate and inspire people to advocate for change. Once again, thanks so much for the award to Neighbors and for your important work at the Mental Health Foundation and Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival. I am very much hoping to join you in Scotland at one of your future festival editions. Thanks again, good luck, have a great festival, bye-bye.
A multi-layered and compelling documentary and a must-watch at this year's festival. Congratulations to Tomislav, and we're sending out best wishes to all of the film's contributors. We have one more award to give out before we reveal our coveted Grand Jury Prize, and that's the Personal Narrative Award. Jury member Susan Solomon of the Mental Health Foundation had this to say. I was blown away by the honesty and pain in this impactful narrative around body dysmorphia and extreme drag. The winner is It Me?
It almost feels like taking control of how people are seeing you in a way. Covering my face is really comforting to me.
I have this grotesque version of beauty going on, and she feels right.
Director Christopher T. McGill was not able to join us, but he did send us some words. He says, "I am delighted to accept this award on behalf of my team in recognition of their superb work and creativity. I would like to dedicate this award to Emma Busser, who is the star of our film, for her courage in sharing her story and giving voice to mental health issues. Warmest congratulations to Christopher and Emma for her searingly honest personal narrative. You can check out the film at the festival, details on the screen now." Wow, what a powerful selection of films. Congratulations to all of our winners and their teams on their awards. Now, we still have that coveted Grand Jury Prize to announce. And for that, I will pass you over to Gail Alden.
Hello everyone, I am also Gail and I am Arts and Events Manager at the Mental Health Foundation and lead the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival. First off, I want to say thank you so much to Gail Porter for hosting our film awards. It is always wonderful to have Gail involved, and it seems fitting as we celebrate our 15th year after she helped us to launch our very first festival in 2007. I want to say just a few thank yous before I have the honour of announcing our Jury Prize winning film. First to our partners, the Mental Health Foundation who lead the festival, See Me, Scotland's Anti-Stigma campaign, Creative Scotland, Edinburgh Health and Social Care Partnership, Thrive Edinburgh, NHS Greater Glasgow and Clyde, our media partner for this year, The List, and also our screening partner, Indie On Demand. Thank you for your support and for making the festival possible each year. Also our coordinators in regions all across Scotland who've pulled together an impressive programme and interpret our festival theme in such exciting and creative ways. The networks and community we have built up over the years are what sustain the festival and make it so unique. To our core team who've worked so hard and have adapted over the last couple of festivals now to move our work online during really challenging times. Rob, who's managed the international film competition through the year, also Andrew, Emily, Peter and Hannah, and also all of our amazing volunteers across the country. To all of the artists who create and produce work for the festival, making a really impressive programme that challenges ideas of normality. We know it's a challenging time for artists and creatives just now, as with many of us, and we're so grateful to be able to continue to work with so many brilliant people. And of course, tonight is about our filmmakers, those responsible for the films we've seen celebrated tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your work with us. Films are such an incredibly powerful way to share stories and encourage empathy and understanding around mental health. And these films are excellent examples of that. I was lucky to be on the selection panel this year, and I also want to thank the other jury members, Rob, Hannah, Susan, Tobias, Yasmin, Karen and Chris. I was so impressed with the quality of submissions this year, and watching them, I was struck by how often I could relate to the stories told or gained new insight and understanding about mental health. And the Jury Prize winning film this evening really exemplified this. The jury were unanimous in their love for this film and all agreed that it's one that should be seen widely and could make a real difference. So without further ado, I am so excited to announce the Jury Prize winning film for the Scottish Mental Health Arts Festival 2021 is Lovebound.
Jeg skulle på jobcenter i dag, fordi jeg jo har været sygemeldt, eller er sygemeldt med stress. Og så hendes sagsbehandleren, ja, hun er jo nok halvt så gammel som mig, og glemmer hver gang, hvorfor det er lige kommer, ikke? Og så siger hun om, hvordan går det? Så siger hun, det går stadigvæk lidt op og ned, men overordnet så går det fremad, siger så. Ja, for du kan jo ikke blive ved med at være sygemeldt. Nej, det er jeg godt klar over, siger så. Men hvordan er det? Gør du nogle ting? Nej, det gør du jo ikke, siger hun så, inden jeg overhovedet svarer. Og så siger jeg til hende, var det ikke et spørgsmål? Skulle jeg ikke svare på det? Cool. Jo, så siger jeg, jamen, jeg går jo til psykolog, jeg går i pårørendegrupper, og jeg mediterer, og jeg træner, og ja, det var det der pårørendegruppe, så det havde jeg glemt, hvad det hed. Så siger hun, men jeg tror, jeg vil sende dig videre i forløbet, så du kan få hjælp til at komme i arbejde. Så siger jeg, jamen, jeg har faktisk fået et arbejde. Nå, har du været til samtale? Så ligesom om hun...
Ja, chok.
Ja, det har jeg. Jeg skal få et job fra 1. december. Og så, ja. Nå, men hvordan går det med din søn, siger hun så. Jamen, det går jo ikke godt, og så kunne jeg mærke, at jeg blev sådan lidt påvirket af det, fordi at, det gør jo ondt, ikke også?
Congratulations to Vibe Mogensen, Director of Lovebound, and to all the winning filmmakers tonight. And thank you all so much for joining us. Please do watch the films, attend discussions, and share with others. You can find more about our programme at mhfestival.com. I'm now going to pass back to Gail.
Well, that's it, folks. What a fantastic evening, but it is not over yet. You can join us in 5 minutes at the live Zoom reception, where we will be meeting with the winning filmmakers, discussing mental health and creativity, and hearing more from the fabulous Withered Hand. I have been your host, Gail Porter. Thank you ever so much for having me. Have a great time at the reception. Hopefully next year we will all be able to meet up in the same room and enjoy watching more of your fantastic movies and discussing all the important issues surrounding mental health. Be kind to each other, talk to each other, listen to each other, and thank you ever so much.